Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a very special episode of the Tabletop Trio podcast. I am Bob.
I'm Joe.
And today we are joined by some new folks. A lot of new folks here.
A lot of new folks.
As we'll switch the camera over if you're watching us live on Twitch. We are going to be today helping out with judging for the Boston Hot Sauce Festival. And joining us are Anthony, the Sauce King, or the Hot Sauce King, Cast Iron Kyle, and John from White House Station Hot Sauce Company. And John, first we'll kind of throw it off to you. Tell us a little bit about White House Station hot sauce and just the different stuff you've done. We've had your stuff before with Kyle coming on as well. Just kind of share with the class, if you will.
Sure. Started out, I met my cousin. This is going back about 10 years ago. My cousin came out from Pennsylvania, and we went out to breakfast, and he pulled a bottle out of his jacket, and I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Oh, it's hot sauce. I make my own hot sauce."
It's whiskey.
It
was that cousin.
I read somewhere where it cures acid reflux. He goes, "I eat Zantac like candy." And I told the doctor I'm going off the meds, so lo and behold, it cured him. And I used to eat Zantac like candy. I'm like, well, works for him, so I gave it a try. I made my own hot sauce. I kind of got a recipe off the internet of Emerald Lagasse. That's how long ago it was. And I made my own hot sauce. And my son, who was a chef, came home. He goes, "What are you doing?"
Bam that acid reflux right out of you.
Right.
I go, "I'm making hot sauce." And he's like, "No, you're not." So basically, I was just, I didn't know what I was doing. And he taught me how to make it properly. And then at that point, we developed a base recipe with peppers, onions, and garlic being the solids typically. Sometimes we do some fruit sauces. But we started out with habanero, and we now have probably about 13, 14 sauces. If it's seasonal in the summertime, we do white peach habanero.
My favorite.
It's so good.
Pumpkin,
Jersey white
Halloween.
peaches, man.
Yeah, the pumpkin one's awesome too. Yeah.
You pumpkin in the fall, cranberry, and we try and the first ingredient in our sauces is typically either the pepper or the fruit. So we really want you to taste what you see on the label.
Let's love John too. Be honest.
Got it. Bob, could you mark down that Kyle would be coming back in the fall for pumpkin hot sauce?
Yes,
Thank
definitely. Also joining us is Anthony, the Hot Sauce King. You also mentioned something about hot sauce holsters.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
I've been working for this company since about 2017. They make custom hot sauce holsters. We came out with a 8-ounce hot sauce holster for the John Dilly Memorial.
We have actually he's done 2 for us. So yeah, we're part of that community. Great stuff.
And it's like a leather thing that holds it. Like you when you won't keep that thing on you, you need that.
Take it wherever you
See,
go.
look at that.
Swivel clip. You
Look
can
at
straight
that.
The
flat
no
clip.
thank you, I bought my own.
If Wild Bill Hickok had to carry hot sauce, that's how he'd do it.
Exactly.
Right? That's it.
Amen.
That's it. There's your new spokes. I need a cut now. That's cool. I think
I'll
it's
get
pretty neat.
you a discount on yours.
That'll work.
I know a guy.
I like it.
Hey, you need a cast iron, Kyle. Come on now, you gotta get your logo on there, buddy.
Oh, for sure.
Whoa! What do you got there?
Look at that. Oh shit. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
All
So
done
we,
by hand, right? He paints everything by hand. I mean, it's
Most of them, yeah. Most of them
Yeah,
are hand
that's-
painted. Yeah.
And it's riveted and everything so that
Yep.
it won't fall down. You don't want
They
it
ain't,
to fall.
they ain't going nowhere.
Good. That's very cool. Where can you get them?
HotSauceHolsters.com.
There you go.
awesome. HotSauceHolsters.com. You got to check out John as well. NJSauce.com. We've got a bottle of it sitting right here. It's
The peach habanero.
delicious.
That is
so
a good one.
It's so good. So
I recall.
we're going to be here tonight doing a very special tasting and judging for the Boston Hot Sauce Festival. I guess, John, give us the different criteria, what Kyle and Anthony are going to be judging on, what they're going to be looking for. And, we have one of the awards, as you can see, sitting there on the table in front of us, but there's a whole bunch of different awards. What's happening with that?
So these are the first annual Boston Spice Awards. We did a Boston show last year. It was our first show. Lower key. We tried to work out some of the bugs. But this year we were inspired to do some awards. And the nice thing about these awards is only those allowed to enter are those who were participants in the show last year as hot sauce vendors and this year. So we're trying to keep it a little bit more intimate. But under the umbrella of the Boston Spice Awards, we have 3 different awards, and Kyle helped me out with some of the names here. We have the Fenway Fire Award, which is basically the best sauce on a hot dog.
Love that.
We have what you see in front of you here. This is the Green Monster Award, kind of a little Fenway theme, if you would, as well.
It's got the Boston Bee on there.
Best Verde sauce. And the Grand Poobah, if you would will be the Wicked Pissa, which would be the best sauce in Boston. And we've got some great entrants here. I was really overwhelmed with the amount of the participants who sent sauces in. And the nice thing is, it was so successful, along with the trophies and second and third place, medals. We are actually going to be able to give away for the grand prize a free booth next year at the show. So really excited.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Awesome.
Very cool. Good. Good. And that is not the only award. We got one more.
Oh, my apologies. Kyle, why don't you
Breaking
tell us
news.
about
Is that the secret
Golden
award?
Skillet?
So if somebody didn't enter the specific Spice Awards, I'm going to put my best effort forth on Saturday to taste as many sauces as I can. And I'm going to give away the Golden Skillet Award to whatever I think is the best. That would go with a recipe involved in cast iron cooking. So whatever sauce I could see the most versatile in a kitchen with a cast iron cooking, recipe, I'm going to give them I got a little Golden Skillet trophy. So
That's awesome.
That's so
pretty neat.
cool.
I hope it just stays together. That's all. I'm not a trophy builder.
And for if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, tickets are still on sale. BostonHotSauceFestival.com is the website.
Boston Hot Sauce Fest.
BostonHotSauceFest.com.
Fest.com. Yeah, you got to check it out. End of April, the last weekend in April, and we're going to be up there. We're going to be doing some cool stuff with the show as well. So make sure you check it out.
Yeah, they'll be there. They're coming.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
gonna
They're crashing with us?
They got an Airbnb. They're
Oh,
going to
okay.
do like a pre-game thing. They're going to go to the festival and then go back and cover it and do like a whole thing. So
nice.
we're going to have media everywhere getting everybody a lot of love. So
Oh, yeah.
So wait, are tickets still available? Because I didn't purchase mine yet.
We'll figure something out.
Jesus.
Yeah, we'll get it sorted for
Well,
you.
let me know if you know somebody.
Seinfeld over here. So, Green Monster. We got 10 sauces.
Yep.
What do you have any warnings for us? What do you think?
No, I did what's known as a bump in the community of every sauce as I opened them up and filled them. Not a bad sauce in the mix. It's going to be tough for you guys, I'll tell you.
Bump
They're
means a
all
lot in
very
a lot
good.
of communities, John.
I was going to say.
And if I may, real quick, the criteria is going to be, if I may, I don't know my readers, but we're going to go with balance, which is basically salt, sugar. Is it, there's the flavor kind of balance in that regard, and you get hit real quick with flavor, and then it dissipates. So we're looking for that's balance. Okay, we're looking for that in the sauce. Color and consistency, pretty much self-explanatory. How does it look? Is it a little too loose, if you would? I don't like
No, you're good,
because in the past, I'll be honest, people have critiqued a sauce of mine as watery, and that's a bad word in the hot sauce community. I like to say loose. And then of course, flavor and heat. How's it taste and what's the heat level? So you're looking for a combination of all these. The highest cumulative score is going to take home the Green Monster. So that's kind of what we're looking for.
Very good.
That
All
is
right.
awesome. And it's all blind taste testing. There's nothing, no one, the only person who knows what's in one of these cups is John.
correct.
So I guess we'll have you guys get started with the first
All right.
the
So
first taste.
First taste.
how would you guys like us to do it? Do you want us to take a sip of each and talk about it? Because we'll be here till
Well, so
Tuesday
I guess
morning.
this is number one. You can kind of like take it as you go if you want to talk about something that was specific with the one you just tasted, or
Okay.
you just if it's nothing special or if it's something really good.
Okay.
Up to you guys on how you want to do that. I'm glad you gave us a rundown as to what the judging is, because as someone who just eats some hot sauce, I'm like dipping my toes.
in hot sauce.
Yeah, I have.
That might
listen,
be painful.
It's our OnlyFans content. It's
That's between you and your wife.
If I may say so, and I don't want to, my son is a chef. I'm just the bottle filler sales guy.
Bottle
One
filler
of the
sales
most
guy.
common problems.
Johnny
and
Cash
This
here.
is a little advice to the startups out there. Don't be afraid to season it. Don't be afraid to use salt. Just say.
It's not cheating.
No,
number
it's
one,
just
So-
don't be afraid to season the sauce. That's
So
all
we've
I'm
got numbers 1 through 10. We got 10 on the,
saying. This one, yes, there are 10 sauces.
and these are all green sauces.
Correct. Verde,
Let's go,
yes.
let's go through them.
There we go.
Yep, and we will have your guys' mic kind of turned down a little bit just so we hear you in the background, but nothing.
You want?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that.
the hot sauce ASMR, if you will.
Yeah. Unless you start yelling because it's too hot, then we'll turn the mics back up.
Yeah, then we're just gonna be like, all right, let's go. So a lot of different tasting. I'm watching this. I'm just like, that is a lot of sauce.
That is a lot of sauce.
So what are we doing with
And full disclosure, we didn't enter any of our sauces this year.
Can you get some
Get a
for us
bag
to
or
put
something?
these
Because,
in?
Oh yeah.
These guys are too familiar with them, so it's like,
You can't judge them because they're like, oh, yes, I know what this one is. That's funny. And I see there is a moose head over there. What is in that?
So coffee, it kind of resets your olfactory system, I guess is how they say it. And whenever you do any kind of tasting, if you're having two different, like completely different flavors, they don't mix together. You can sniff coffee beans or grounds in between.
I'll put it right between you guys there.
Yeah, thank you. Here you go. All right, there you go.
It doubles as a puke bucket. Just in case. So you're down 3 so far?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I know that
Well,
one.
see, I like that. It's
That was,
like when they both hit on the same
That was
one.
both one of those just like, huh?
No, I know this one.
Oh, that's that.
See?
Damn it.
I can still rate it. Damn it! I know I can.
So how
Damn it,
many?
Bobby.
How many is he?
Whoa.
How many are you guessing that you think you'd know?
Maybe a good third of them, maybe. A quarter of them, maybe. That I've had before, not know by heart. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not. This ain't
You're
Rain
familiar.
Man.
You don't know which
Just
ones
like,
they
oh,
are.
I
not
remember
Rain
that
Man
flavor.
Love. It's like, oh man, this one sounds familiar. You don't need to worry about crawling across there. We got the
Yeah,
whole
we got
thing.
the whole thing. That's like you just reenacted that scene from Ace Ventura. Quick, the lights! Get the lights!
I'm gonna be walking back and forth here. I gotta be waitress. Like, I'll do my
Four?
best
Good, too.
That's
Four
good.
is
Yeah,
good,
four's
yeah.
great.
Intrusive.
So, John, while they're trying some of these sauces, talk us through like the process when you're like, oh man, this would be a good idea for a sauce. Like, how do you kind of come up with that? And you're just like, that's a good idea, or no, not at all. Like,
That's a good sauce.
where's the
I'll
line
start
there?
I
off
think
by
that was better
telling
than
you where
the
we
last one.
failed.
Yeah.
Fermenting.
Mm.
We
Okay.
tried to. We bought fermenting
That
kits,
is delicious.
and every single time we tried to do it with a fermenting kit, it ended up smelling like cat pee. I'm not kidding you, right? So one time, a friend of mine they planted a bunch of hop, and so many people come up to us and shows, oh, I grow all these peppers, and I've had people say, hey, I grow all these, do you want them? And so one year, a friend gave me a bunch of different pods, one of which was ghost peppers, and before we made our Reaper sauce, we started with the ghost, and we just felt the Reaper was a better flavored pepper. But what happened was I had a quart-sized jar, like a yogurt jar, filled with, basically Reaper mash, ghost Reaper mash. And I had it in the fridge and forgot about it for about 2 months. So I pulled it out, and it was like, oh, the mold on the top. So I take it out to the garbage and I dump it upside down. And lo and behold, it was perfectly fermented
Oh, okay.
by accident. Go figure. We tried to use. But as far as what we try and stay with a particular fruit or pepper. We're at the point now where I don't know how many more new sauces we can add. We probably gonna do strawberry. We've not done a strawberry Reaper yet.
Strawberry.
And that's a nice Jersey, obviously fruit.
Oh yeah.
But as far as newer sauces going forward, it's difficult for us because we try to we're very simple. And that's our thing. And
Yeah, but I remember. So when Cast Iron Kyle bought us on, or when we bought him on, he gave us like a bunch of hot sauces to just like test and taste. And I remember yours was like the standout. Like that was the one. I still have it in my fridge. Like I use it. So like, I'm not a big hot sauce guy because I always, all my friends were like, it's the heat hot sauce, the one that like, you know, you have to put it on chicken and then you need like a gallon of milk and there's no flavor. Like I'm a very big, like, it's the flavor, it's the texture, it's like the pronounced notes, but then like the sub notes. Like I like tasting the actual sauce and not just, wow, that's really hot. And I remember tasting yours and I was like, yeah, that's really good. Like I taste several layers of like really good.
Well, it's funny you mentioned layers because I love when a sauce, not just ours, but you get like, first you get like, okay, case in point, the white peach, the partnership we did with Conclave. Mm-hmm. The first thing you taste is the beer. You get the hops, and then you get the peaches, and then you get the heat. I love sauces that give you like a party in your mouth like that. That's a win. When I made that sauce, because we'd failed prior to that trying to make a pumpkin beer sauce. Mm-hmm. As soon as I tasted it and I tasted the hops, I was like, yes, because I knew the rest would follow. It was amazing.
So how many like takes have you had like one and done hot sauces where you're like, yep, that's it, we're good, package it, and then you've had like, how many failures have you had?
We've got our formula down now where what you do is for example, like let's say we're doing a fruit sauce, you start with, let's say in a batch, 2 ounces of Reaper. Mm-hmm. You can always add more Reaper. Mm-hmm. You can't take it away. So yeah, there is a trial and error process to it, but we've got it down to where we know what we need to like. And sometimes with the fruit sauces, you know, we may add more sugar because you want to almost like with our cranberry Reaper sauce, we want it to be like a cranberry sauce that's on your Thanksgiving table with a little kick at the end.
I would put that on turkey.
Relatives, that's a hot one. Here, Grandma. No, that's a great. Your cranberry Reaper sauce is a very.
That on a turkey sandwich, forget about it.
Hey, you know what else I brought for them to taste?
good, yes.
The table sauce.
Oh,
that was the one.
That's
it was
our
like a marinara.
biggest seller, hands down.
Yes.
We actually debuted it last year at Boston, and it's since we actually last year in the Reaper category we got the silver medal. Pineapple. And it was nice to see my son get handed that by Ed Curry himself. You know, the guy that invented the Reaper. He gave my son, the chef, the award personally. It was very nice.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
For Ed Curry. That dude, to give a little background on him, he goes, I invented the hottest pepper, and if you think you're going to invent a hotter pepper than me, I got one waiting just to crush you all. Right? Pepper X.
Pepper X,
He's like, go ahead, try. He sits there, go ahead.
I did that challenge 4 years in a row. I know
Hey,
a lot about those
hey,
peppers.
guys, that last one was the hottest, wasn't it? That one had a kick, right? Would
9?
you agree? Number 10? No, nothing?
No, 10, we're not yet.
Oh, oopsie.
Spoiler alert.
Not a big one, but
No.
I kiss.
On me?
No, keep
Oh,
going.
I was going to say that benefit us.
Keep going.
All right. So,
We're just wrapping up. Do you want us to add them up and we could talk about the numbers and then you can...
No. That's for me.
We got
Okay.
We got 3 waves here, so
Yeah.
you can kind of
Ooh.
give your final.
Yeah, it's
share
got a
your
little-
final thoughts.
little
That's got a little kick, right? Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, fuck.
it's fine. We're not child rated.
Yeah, good, yeah.
A little bit, yeah.
So that is the final
That's it.
Verde.
There we go.
Someone's going to walk away with the Green Monster in a few weeks.
That's awesome.
And we tried to find trophies that are unique, like in the community. So I really love this crystal trophy. I think it's awesome. Like you have that sitting on your.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited.
That trophy looks real good.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, very good.
All right. On to the Fenway Fire Award for the best sauce on a dog.
That's awesome.
I love that.
Yep, real close.
Very close.
We actually
Shit, dude.
the second and third place.
Number 7.
You're not supposed to be comparing those.
1, 1, 2, 1.
Yeah, right.
Same numbers on some of them. Same exact
Same
thing.
exact numbers, yeah.
We don't know the brands, John. We're just
If there's tiebreakers, I'll have to have Chef John.
No, that's actually really cool. Like some of them, it's the
100%.
exact thing across.
Great minds think alike.
That's neat.
That's really cool.
Shut up.
So, just to recap for the viewers, you have now judged your first 10 for the Verde sauce,
The Green Monster.
the Green Monster. And now we are going with the what sauce?
Fenway Fire.
Fenway Fire.
Yes.
There's
Sauce
only
on the dog.
16, so strap
Oh,
in.
only 16.
So what would you say? Is this a broad spectrum of flavor here, John? Is there
100%. There are a few, now there are a few
My name is Tyler.
straight up
I'll be taking
mustards.
care of you.
But when I say straight up, they're not just like French's yellow mustard.
Right.
They're mustards with character. So, They'll
They'll
Yeah.
mow your lawn for you if you're on vacation. Mustard with character.
He'll be here all week, by the way. 2 shows.
That's like how you get. I got a mustard with character. All right, let's do it.
All right. So I think you're left to right, 4 rows. Here we go.
All right, out of. Ooh.
And again, nothing here over the top. In fact, in general, I didn't try the last
Nothing-
batch because I
nothing
wasn't
crazy.
Peppers.
Like bright though. Yeah.
Just going through the process now. It's also fun being on this side of things, just watching the process go and just being like, because right now it smells so good.
Did I tell you? I just think great minds think alike. I just smelled that sauce. Whatever it was, it smells really good. It's got
Yeah.
a nice aroma.
Like I know after all of this
Lots of peppers.
is done,
Yeah, they didn't grind that.
I'm grabbing a hot dog, I'm grabbing a couple, and I'm going in.
Or you could take a hot dog, like cut it in like bits, and then just
Yes.
just dip.
Sushi
By
dogs.
the way, I've seen how
mean-
overstocked Kyle's pantry is on hot sauce. I'm sure he's gonna, have you take some of those guys home with you.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Although I may any ties, I'll have to take the ties with me because we may need
Just-
some
yeah,
tie
for
breaking
more-
to be done.
Yeah.
It's like a dad that finds his kid with a naughty magazine. I gotta take that. Here, give me that.
This
That
one
ain't
stays
yours
with
no
me.
more. Pretending you don't want us to have it. We know, John.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
So what is
You're not supposed to talk to one another. You're supposed to be independent.
We're just saying what's
What do
going
you
on.
think?
I was
Six
just
years?
wishing.
Yeah,
him
what
happy
do you
birthday.
feel?
Ties on everyone now.
so we've got our criteria for judging. So it's 3 criteria per sauce, and you're four.
We got balance, color, consistency, flavor, heat.
All right, and then you are on a scale of 1 to 5.
Yeah,
Okay.
which I think kind of.
But I'll go on record. You said 10 would have been. Now that we know there's ties, maybe 10 would have been better.
Hey, listen, I was just trying to help.
Next year.
Yeah, next year 1 to 10.
So if someone hasn't bought their tickets already for the show, what can you expect if you're going there? You've never been to a hot sauce festival before. What would you expect to go there?
So what we tried to do, we
this
were
here,
concerned
that's
because
curry
the maximum capacity is about 500 people at this venue, and we tried to stagger it, throughout Saturday and Sunday. So we did four different sessions, 2 sessions per day, and what we did, we broke up some of the challenges. For example, the first challenge on, so we're doing the this is new. I came up with this one.
I know this one too.
The Marshmallows from Hell challenge. Sponsored by
I love that.
Sponsored by Hell's Kitchen Hot Sauce.
Oh, all right.
So Ron, we used to do the greatest show on earth was hosted by Steve Seabury from High River Sauces when he hosted the New York City Hot Sauce Expo in Brooklyn every year. It was lights out. And he's my mentor as far as, I do a couple shows. I do this show in Boston. I do Saucetoberfest every fall. But Steve has helped us so much. He's such a great guy. He's taught me so much. And, this is a smaller scale award. Like he does the Screaming Mimis every year, and that's international. I mean, if you walk off that stage with that award, that's an accomplishment because there's sauces from all over the world. So, and I forget, I apologize, but I lost my train of thought. I started.
No worries. It was more just.
Oh, what to expect?
You
I
go to the show.
apologize.
What do you expect?
I got off. I'm sorry. So I wanted. So that challenge is going to be, for example, that the challenge is going to be in Brooklyn. People would come up to Ron all the time. What's the hot sauce you got? Right? And like for us, some people are about that. We want you to enjoy both heat and flavor. And I don't like when someone starts with the Reaper because then they can't taste any of their sauces.
Yeah.
So Ron's like, okay, what the hell's that? All right. So he came up with hipster repellent, which is basically
I love that.
extract.
Oh no.
And so we came up with the challenge is going to be we're going to get mini marshmallows. Right, going to line up 8 people, and there'll be a mini marshmallow with a drop of hipster repellent. Right, you get through that, and it's 2 drops. I had 1 drop at Bowers last year, and it wrecked me. He did a spoonful. Anthony did a spoonful.
God.
Jeez.
And so also, and then the other challenges are going to be we're doing a wing challenge sponsored by DEF CON. Our late friend John Dilly, who was the creator. I mean, he stopped entering his sauces in New York City at the awards because he ran the table every year and he wanted to give somebody else a chance, which was nice of him. But his wife Maggie's carrying the torch, and she's going to be sponsoring both the Wing Challenge and also the Pizza from Hell Challenge, which we did last year. We had a really good time. Anthony helped out. He's helping out with what's the dust called, Anthony? Contaminated soil. That's like the icing on the cake, so to speak. So, and we're gonna have there's gonna be music. There's gonna be we have Don Julio tequila is gonna be there.
That's awesome.
We have Rupee beer and Indian beer, which is gonna be our beer vendor, and also there's and I apologize. The name of the whiskey escapes me, but there's gonna be a local Boston distillery who's gonna be doing a sampling of like small batch whiskeys. So
awesome.
It's a lot of fun. It really is.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. So make sure you buy your tickets, get them today, because like John said, 500 people, get them now before they're gone, because this is going to be such an awesome event. BostonHotSauceFest.com, and it's right there on the main page. Buy your tickets, and you're going to have yourself a good time.
Yep. So how long is each, I know you said you're doing 2 events per day.
Right,
How long is each?
Saturday, it's going to be, session 1 will be 12 to 3:45. Then we're going to just allow a little time to try and clear the hall out. We're not chasing anybody out, but, there is concern about, the fire marshal has limits on how many people can be in the room.
Yeah.
So so session 1 Saturday is 12 to 3:45. Session 2 is 4:15 to 8. Sunday, session 1 is 12 to 3:15. Session 2 is... I'm sorry, 12 to 2:45. Session 2 is 3:15 to 6 p.m.
Got it.
Oh, awesome. So any time of the day that weekend,
Yep.
head on down, get your tickets and all that as I hit puberty, apparently.
So if some of the companies involved, we've really we've got some heavy hitters. You got Angry Goat's going to be there. Karma. Some of these guys are like, repeat offenders on the hot ones, you know what I mean? So heavy hitters. So I'm excited. And, you've got local companies up there like Crack, Hillside Harvest. Actually, Hillside Harvest was there last year. He couldn't make it this year, but he actually entered in the competition this year. So
cool.
It's a nice mix of the northeastern hot sauce community there. It really is a nice mix. You've got from Jersey, you've got White House Station Sauce Company. You've got Family Band. You've got DEF CON. You've got Hot Graham. Did I miss anybody, Anthony, from Jersey? I think it's...
Hot Graham, DEF CON.
White House. Family Band, right?
Family Band, yes. These are just the ones for Boston, right?
Yeah. And then Hell's Kitchen out of New York City.
That's New York.
So we've got Connecticut, a bunch of companies, Mass. So yeah, it's a nice mix of vendors that are really going to be there. And like I said, I tried every single one of these sauces, did a little bump, and they're all great in their own way. They really are.
Where's Angry Goat from?
Vermont, right? Yeah.
That's cool.
That's a great name.
It is.
There's so many like
I
hot
love
sauce
Angry
names.
Goat.
Like
They have a lot.
I just
oh my god.
like my first exposure to hot sauce was my dad just being like, oh man, this habanero sauce, try this, try that. I'm like, oh, this one's too hot. This one's pretty good. Like the one that I settled on was a hot sauce just called Shark Bite. No idea who made it, anything like that. It came with a shark tooth, and that's pretty much all I know.
That's it.
Gabe?
I don't know.
It's because he's the spicy shark's going to be there. Gabe is, if I make it a plug-in for the New England Hot Sauce Festival at the end of July at Slutty Nose. Gabe is the host from the Spicy Shark of that show. I did it last year, and if you've never been to Smutty Nose, if you're a beer guy or gal, it's a beautiful footprint. Really, it's beautiful. They have an outside. They have a pet-friendly area with an Airstream trailer for a bar.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's such a nice.
That's awesome.
And what a great place. And we crushed it last year, and going back again this year. So if you have the wherewithal to get up there this year, and it's last weekend in July. It's the New England Hot Sauce Festival.
Okay.
So when you said shark, it kind of clicked. So.
Yeah, like that was my first real exposure to hot sauce, and I admittedly I'm a bit of a lightweight. Like I love the flavor and all that kind of stuff. Anything super crazy, and Kyle knows. We've talked about it before. Just my how I'm a bit of a lightweight when it comes to some sauces.
You had some heavy stuff. I mean, you can handle some heavier things than normal.
Fair enough. Maybe I'm a little better than I thought I was.
Yeah.
You know something I learned about.
You're
Gabe?
not mayonnaise is spicy.
That is
He
true.
has the blazer from Jaws, like that they use.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
and he does a lot to help try and save shark. I mean, he's done a lot. He donates money to trying to stop.
Well, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh, are you
They've done enough.
fisherman or?
No. I think shark statistics are so stupid. They're like,
Let's not get off on
no, 90% of shark attacks happen in less than 3 feet of water. Really? Because that's where all the people are.
Yeah, right.
We're not swimming in 48 feet
Listen,
of
you
water.
know what? You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
the one that I was excited for after I went on the website and I was floating was the Dragon's Blood. Just because I'm a big D&D fan, and I noticed they had like it was like a game night thing that they had going on, and I'm probably gonna get it.
So he's going to be there. So there were 2 vendors who are sharing a booth. Crack is going to be there Saturday, and then he had another event he couldn't do, and then Sunday Dragon's Blood's taking his spot. So they're going to be sharing a spot that coming weekend. So
And it's an elixir for all of you D&D fans. It's an elixir.
Yeah, that's why I was excited about it, and they had like a whole game thing that they had going on, and I was really looking forward to that.
Just got a follow from Tyler. Thank you for the follow.
Thanks.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So what I noticed, Kyle, that you have a lot of hot sauces still to taste, and
shot across the bow.
and B, is that milk I see?
Direct hit. You sunk in battleship. When I was a kid, board was like board games,
The thing is, we only have 23 more to go.
Yeah, you're fine. You're like almost halfway there.
I thought this would have taken a lot longer.
Do we have any, alternate jurors if need be?
Stand-ins.
One of them was just so hot, like it just like overpowered. I didn't want it to affect the next.
Yeah, there may have been 1 or 2 that I know from the weapon that I was like, yeah. There's a certain fellow from a certain, we're talking about. They'll sneak up on you.
I think I
when it
know
says
who
like
one of
throat
Yeah,
punch,
I had a couple.
I'm not going down.
I had a
that
couple.
road.
I had
you don't want to go
change
for
it 'cause it was
throat
probably
punch?
Like a ghost shoot.
Yeah.
At first, it was nothing, and
I don't know.
It started amping up. Man,
Well, it's
a
funny
little
he
bit.
mentions that. So peppers have a different way of hitting you in your mouth and throat.
That was her favorite.
Like for example, like our Reaper sauce. My son learned in culinary school that if you add a little bit more sugar to the hotter sauces, it coats your palate. So people try a Reaper sauce, like, oh, that's not bad. I'm like, okay, and all of a sudden, oh, wait a minute, and it gets you in the back of the throat.
The delayed
And
hit.
When they get the hiccups, you know that they got
that's
the
it.
full ride. So, but that's Anthony saying, like certain peppers hit you differently. Some in the roof of the mouth, some in the throat. It's pretty interesting.
That's what I was remembering when he was giving me a bunch of taste, because again, I'm not big with the hot sauce thing. So I remember tasting them. I'm like, oh, I taste that like more on the tip of my tongue. I taste that further down. I taste that like more on the sides. And then there's a couple that I was like, that's just really hot everywhere. So
I could jump in and do 1 or 2 if.
I kind of don't want the heat. If something's hot, I don't want to start the next
You're
sauce.
right. No, you're absolutely right. You just gotta let it like kind of.
This kind of just takes the heat down so I can start fresh on the next one because I want to give everybody a fair shot.
No, 100%. In fairness, I told you I was doing a bump of everything, but I knew a few of them. And like I said, when you see a sauce that says throat punch,
What I like about the community now, the hot sauce community, they kind of ratcheted back. Like initially, it was devil's butthole. Like it was like
Satan's taint.
Yeah.
ass blaster.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Well, Steve-O's got one. From,
Yeah.
He's got.
Remember,
But I've never tried it, but I heard it's pretty good.
remember Jersey Death?
Oh, what was his name?
Blair
Blair,
Lazar?
right? Blair.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, but the name like
That's where all this started.
Yeah.
Lucifer's taint. Like, oh.
Satan's blood.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dave's
yes.
insanity.
That's what I want in my pantry. Satan's asshole. Perfect.
I would love to see a complete 180 where it's like, unicorn tears, but it's like
Yeah, unicorn.
Like the hottest thing.
worst sauce.
That's actually really funny.
Like
Satire
Love and
sauce
Cuddles.
cup.
Yeah.
This
Like
one is called-
Shirley Temple sauce.
Yeah. You should name one like Angel's Tears or something. Like, oh, that's gotta not be bad. And you're like, oh god, it's so bad.
Like puppy snuggles,
And it has a dove holding an olive branch. Just
But on the
Did you
back side of
say
the bottle, it's like just a bird skeleton.
Did you say angels?
Angel's Tears.
Oh, I thought you said angels.
No, hey, calm down. Just because we're not a PG show, you can't go that crazy.
So they can have heroes.
Never mind. Okay.
That's a different hot sauce.
That's a different evening. That is.
That one's got a whole fullness kind of flavor in the mouth, not just hot.
Where do I go? Right out this door?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break. He's gonna take a smoke break. I'm gonna grab a hot dog.
You got it.
Definitely. We're going to take a
He's
quick
gonna grab
break.
a hot dog and some Tums. Actually.
Yeah, So
He's the only one with the milk so far.
so we're going to take a quick break. We'll pause everything, and we'll be back right here with you here on the Tabletop Trio podcast. All right,
And we are back.
back at the Boston Hot Sauce Festival judging for tonight's show. And we'll bring our panel of judges and guests and all that fun stuff. We have John from White House Station Sauce Company. We've got Cast Iron Kyle. And we've got Anthony, the Hot Sauce King. And some really, really good hot sauces you guys have judged so far. If you're just joining us, they've gone and judged the Green Monster and the
Fenway Fire.
Fenway Fire. Thank you. And now we're going to be going and judging the Wicked Pissa Award.
Yes, sir.
And this is just
Banana
for
White.
Fantastic.
what is the this award for?
This award is basically the best hot sauce in Boston. We're going to claim that moniker, and going forward, anyone who participates in this show, we intend to grow the show every year, and only people that have participated in last year's show or this year's show are able to enter this competition. So it is definitely based right. A lot of these companies are right in Massachusetts or in the Northeast, so it's a nice mix of northeastern sauce companies here.
Got you. And what made you land in Boston for this?
It's my. No, I'm not a world traveler, mind you. I've been.
He's Johnny Cash. Don't let him lie.
But I love Boston's my favorite city. I love
yeah.
Boston, and I like to do shows. There are shows that are national that really aren't cost effective for small sauce companies like ourselves. So I like to do shows that are drivable. I did a show a few weeks ago down in Maryland. So Boston's drivable. You can drive there and get a hotel and not have to fly and worry about shipping. I've seen so many horror stories about sauce companies shipping sauce, out to the West Coast, and the common carrier loses it or it falls off the truck. So It's nice when you
We
can
know
load
what that means.
your truck and drive there. So
Yeah,
that's
right.
kind of
That-
why we picked Boston. It's a
That one
great city.
FedEx guy
Hey,
is
John,
like,
listen, it's out of my hands. It fell off the truck, okay? I got nothing. I can't do anything about it. I mean, I got a guy if you want to take care of it, but I got it. Okay.
that being said, anybody need some hot sauce?
We know someone. I will say during the break, is if you're seeing our camera here, we have a hot sauce gum that's currently on our table. And Joe, you were asking.
Yeah, 5 likes, I'll chew it.
We know why
There
you're
are-
heads down. Why don't you tell us what you did?
Got
You
one right
smelled
here.
it and
I
almost killed you.
smelled it. So there are.
He dealt it then.
So I was like, oh yeah, I wonder how spicy it is. So in the corner up on the top, we see warning: extremely hot. And then on the back of it, in large letters, contains scorpion pepper, which will cause skin and eye irritation. Not for children.
I love how it specifies not for children.
Wait, Anthony, what are you doing with that then?
Is this just like? Is this just you? Do you just eat this?
Of course.
Just like-
Absolutely. I mean, I don't eat it and like swallow the gum or anything like kids do, but
I would hope not. But is this just like? Is this like a training thing
This
for
ain't
you?
kid gum.
or-
I chew
I
it.
just whenever I want a piece of gum, just
This
eat
is
one
just
and-
like I eat Orbit and think the cinnamon's a little too
With
much.
xylitol.
And then for you,
like the
Xylitol.
That xylitol can light you up, let me
Fireball,
tell you.
Retsin.
Listen, you ain't been lit up till you've been lit up by saccharin, all right? You know.
Man, I remember them cinnamon Altoids. Ooh. No,
What were
no,
the,
we were not
what were the
friends.
cinnamon balls? What are they? Fireball or something? Remember
Yeah,
those?
yeah. Hot tamales
yeah.
and cinnamon.
Yeah.
Roll- Yeah.
We have Bronson in the chat hanging out in Hawaii, so he's hanging out. Couldn't be there with us today.
Charles
Also,
Bronson from Mrs. Doubtfire.
what?
definitely.
That's your big expensive car out there.
And we have Tyler in the chat saying 5 likes.
Yeah, huh?
So
I'm
We got good
gonna need
footage.
all
This
that
is
milk
good.
and creamer
Everybody-
if I chew one
Everybody
of these.
involved that can see the outcome of this. This is good. This is a very fun way to do this.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go,
yeah,
gentlemen.
so let's
Salute.
get back to the judging for the Wicked Pissa Award.
So
Well,
how many?
If I may say, we do have a clear-cut champion for the Green Monster and second and third place.
Nice.
Nice.
What's that?
I'm assuming those will be announced at the festival.
Yeah, we want to do it Saturday early so everybody can benefit from having their trophies and medals.
Like
so,
yeah,
yep.
yeah.
That's awesome. And the trophies you guys have are gorgeous. We have the one that's sitting right there that you'll be able to see on stream. And that is such a cool design.
Yeah, I love it. And we got the Wicked Pissa is actually also crystal. It's kind of like a red flame, even a little bit bigger than this one. So, and then again, the Fenway Fire is going to be it's a hot dog with kraut, So we just
I
wanna
love
do
that.
something a little out of the box,
Yeah.
Try, make it a little bit unique. So
No, I love that. So how many total are there on this one?
I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this one we're
Did say
looking
you
at
were gonna
23.
keep all these?
23.
I'd like to go home with this.
You're not supposed to do independent thinking here.
We're chatting.
John's so Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I didn't bump all these. I know what they are.
Well,
I don't know.
I
what
could
it
go
is.
get my cheat sheet, but I don't want to do that.
They're just agreeing on how good that last one was.
That's all we're doing. We're not saying who
Oh,
it is.
I know the first three. I know who they are, and
Like
they're
well-cultured
very
men
good.
with diverse palates, we're comparing flavor notes.
You can't say that after announcing less than 15 minutes ago that you had a lot of numbers the same.
We're meaning that we got them the same. Thank you,
Don't
Nick.
compare notes because then you'll have the same numbers.
They're not saying
I'll,
numbers.
I'll say this: they did not have. They were definitely there was a big enough spread between the two. That was able to. It was close though. It was only a point or two, first, second, third. But
Wow.
all it takes is a point. So
Yeah.
That was good.
That is awesome. I love the fact that we're, first of all, being able to do this.
Tangy.
But second of all, I just love the option of being able to try more sauces and that kind of stuff, and I guess growing my. Trying to think of the word.
Knowledge.
Not my knowledge, my
palate?
my
Your palate,
palate,
yeah.
my tolerance and all that. Like,
And like you, I'm not. I don't like a lot of heat. So, my level is habanero. Now habanero's hot. Don't get me wrong, but it's just sweet heat. You take that habanero, man, and you just put that on a pulled pork sandwich. Oh. But like
Yes.
when you get, I'm not a super hot guy. Like Ghost and Scorpion. That's Anthony's world. That's not me. I like heat and flavor, but I'll say this: I can take. So I'll give you a perspective. Like I could take a tablespoon of our habanero sauce, put it in a bowl of chili, 3 or 4 drops of our Reaper sauce, and we're not the hottest Reaper sauce out there by any means. And I'm sweating. It's just, and my throat's closing up. It's just not enjoyable for me. So you know, I'm not that much different as far as the level of heat that you know I like. You know.
Got you.
And so when you're making the sauces, how do you determine like the Scoville units? Because you know they'll say, okay, this pepper is you know this range.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess at the end, like, how do you? Is there like a test like you would with alcohol content, or
we don't test our sauces. Because we have a little, you know, everybody's different. We have a simple formula. It's peppers, onions, and garlic in that order. That's our base footprint. Peppers first ingredient. There's onions and then a little bit less garlic. And, you know, we really, you know, we just, you know, it's a very simple sauce, and we just tweak, you know, the hotter sauces. We add a little bit more sugar to coat your palate. I'm probably giving away some secrets here, but whatever. My kid's going to kill me. But no, look, there are some sauces, like I'll look at the ingredients, and literally like there's like 40 ingredients. I'm like, you really can't taste all those. Like, I mean, you know, it's like some things are just overly complicated, you know, but everything here.
You're a purist, John. Be honest. That's okay. You're a purist. You want the least amount of ingredients. That's as natural as you can
things
get.
simple, but that's our labels. We're just a simple we're simpletons.
Like the table sauce. If I could take a minute to tell you how good that was and how much they liked that, you look at the label. There's like what 6 things in it. It's like that's what you want. I have iced tea out there. It's ingredients: tea, sugar. Yeah, that's what it should be. Then there's other teas where it's like ingredients: xanthan gum, monosodium glutamate. Well, not MSG, but you know what I mean.
Now, to be fair,
give me some of that MSG.
Xanthan gum is natural. It's a natural thing. It's a thickener.
It's like a flour.
Yeah,
We don't use it.
It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
No, and you know, it's not, and there's nothing wrong with it. There are sauces. I'm not going to mention them by name because it's my desert island sauce. I love it. It's that good. It's here tonight. It's
Explain
in this
what that
competition.
means.
It may win in this. If it was, if I was voting, I'd know it and I'd vote for it. That's why I can't vote.
What's a desert island sauce?
It was like, so other than our sauces, it's a sauce that if I was straight on desert island, I'd want it. And I'm not going to mention it because it's here, but I always bust his chops. I'm like, bro, it's so thick, I can't get it out of the bottle. I have to I literally have to.
Would have been a good
because of the
monster.
ingredients in there, and it's not xanthan gum. It's because of the way it's made and some of the ingredients. But it's so thick, like I literally have to water it down to get it out of the bottle. You know, it's constructive criticism. He's you know,
sure.
And the thing is, you know, like this is such a great community to be a part of. Like everybody helps everybody out with advice. You know, I've been given so much advice over the years, and it's such a great community to be a part of. It really is. And if you're not a nice guy,
you're not gonna make
you're gonna, you know, like, you know what I mean, like.
You know, I was gonna ask, what is the collaboration like in the hot sauce community? Is it a lot of like, hey man, I love this, you know, let's work together? Do companies collaborate? Like
100%. So like we've when we co-pack on a large scale, like we've done a couple Fuego boxes. Jersey Barn Fire, actually, John and Austin, we're great friends. We're both from Jersey. John actually co-packs our sauces. When we do a large cook, like I'm talking, you know, kettles like 170 cases, John makes it for us. Like we're there, you know, with him. But you know, so yeah, it's like a brotherhood and sisterhood. It really is. I mean, it's one of the things, like one of the rules I want to make for this competition is once you win the grand prize, you can't enter that sauce again. I want to be a turnover.
like a walk-off kind of thing.
Well, no, because here's why. I was with my buddy, one of my sauce buddies at the New York show last year, which was in New Jersey. And we're looking at a friend, mind you. This is a sauce maker who's a good friend of ours. And they had, like, for their one sauce that he entered in the Mimi Awards, you know, it's this big flame. And they had like 6 of them because they won like every year. And he's like, you really think he needs another one? So I want turnover. You know what I mean? Like, I want everybody to have it because it's nice to have that on at your booth.
hell yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, hey man, we're the best of the best. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like
It's
the
like you
criteria going
you
forward.
retire it, like,
exactly.
like when you're
Give somebody else
playing.
a chance. That's
yeah.
you know. Well, like John Dilly from DEF CON, you know, our late friend, you know, he would run the table every year in New York City. He would, with his wing sauces, they were so good. He's like, you know, I'm gonna give somebody else a chance.
Yeah.
Because they were that good, and they still are. You know, it's he was the creator. That was his nickname.
That's awesome.
That's great.
Look at you guys rocking the sauce, man.
Yeah, about halfway through, it looks like.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
Any hammers yet? A hammer?
Silence.
They're concentrating, Joe. Don't bother the judges
I'm
while they're
sorry.
We're about halfway through.
All right.
You said 170 cases in a
really
kettle.
good ones
That's
there.
170
Really good ones,
times
yeah.
12.
Yeah.
That's.
So perspective. So Fuego usually orders 100 to 130.
I almost said that's nothing to shake a stick at, but I realize it's not 1938 anymore. So I was going to
me
say that's
too.
a lot of hot sauce.
So, but Fuego takes the lion's share of it, and then you know you have 60 cases for your head for your you know so. But there's different like we can co-pack at like Kilhaney's Pickles. He's right in Hackensack. He's got a kettle, or at where my son used to work, Fiddler's Elbow Country Club. That kettle would yield about
Fiddler's elbow.
Yeah.
It's a Mad Libs word.
But so to give you perspective, so that kettle's smaller. That's about a 65 case batch. So you know, depending upon you know, we don't have storage to do like you know a big kettle. But if we get a Fuego order, we'll give them their 100 and keep 60, and that you know that keeps us good for a while. So
I was gonna ask, like, what is your like the smallest batches you guys make? Do you make like a couple cases, like 1 or 2 bottles? Like, what is your
smallest batch is typically 6 cases.
1 tablespoon.
We have people that one table.
I didn't make that.
just one? You just get one
We'll
taste.
do like so. For example, that the sauce that we made with Conclave, that's like something. Whereas that's a real small batch. That's 6 cases. Yeah, we'll go to like the local. I'll give them a plug. Bishop Supermarket. We cook there sometimes if it's something real small. You know, but that so in that so typically what's great about that sauce is it's 5 gallons of beer instead of 5 gallons of water. It's 5 gallons of beer. So you guys know,
okay.
you know why you taste that IPA in there because
Yeah.
it's not water, it's beer, and it's amazing. And I can
awesome.
say that because it's not me, it's them. Like their beer, and so look, I'm taking their beer, Jersey White Peaches, God's gift to us, and put them in a sauce. So it's not me. I can say it's amazing because I'm just putting things together. My kid, I'm the filler. He's the creative. So.
He's the brains behind
Yes.
it.
I believe if I could quote verbatim when I was there with them at their podcast when we tried the Conclave. Everyone, wow, this is good. This is good. That was fucking awesome.
Yes.
that was
Quote from Bronson.
That was us.
And the best was waking up the next morning, having a notification on our account, and we're like, "Oh, White House sauce shared." Oh my god! And I sent them to the guy. I'm like, "Guys, they used the best quote of the night right there."
He
like, oh,
went
shit.
back and forth. He kept having it. That was good. He liked that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
so.
I still want to try and do I've yet to do I want to do a pumpkin. And listen, there's some really, like Flounder out in Hillsborough. We did an event there last Christmas, the Kringle Market, and I met the brewer, and he gave me some stuff. But for me, like I want to take our pumpkin sauce and kind of make that with a pumpkin beer. But the beer has to pop. It's so difficult.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not going to put it out there. Like we did a cranberry this year with Conclave, which was good, but not as good as the peach because the peach was just lights out good. But you know, our standards are here, so I definitely want to try and do a pumpkin, you know, habanero
be
beer.
cool.
But well, I'll give it another go this year. You know, but it's tough because for me, I want you to taste the beer first, and then you know. But it's hard.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Have you ever done like an open challenge for hot sauce? Like someone just comes in with like a dartboard full of like random ingredients, and someone just throws it and is like, "All right, I'm making whatever that was hot sauce."
You're gonna do it. We're gonna call it the shark board. What should we put in this one? Radish, peach, pumpernickel bread.
I just mean
Pumpernickel bread?
I just mean one main ingredient, not like.
Oh.
You don't have to like reinvent the wheel here.
Hey, dude. That's how you make your next sauce.
Listen, I'm open to anything. It's funny. There's a running joke with my son-in-law and my one son. It's like they're gonna open up. They're gonna call it Steam Mop. You're gonna like open up like a rival. And the funniest thing, I saw you had Cape May Brewing here.
Yeah.
Like so, but their joke was we're gonna call it Steam Mop. I don't know where they came up with that, but I saw Cape May is it Wet Mop? They have like a mop beer, and I saw it. I'm like, oh my god,
That's fantastic.
So yeah, no, listen, it's a lot of fun. Like we were private labeling for they closed their doors, but it was a great run. There was a place in La Hasca, Inferno.
Oh, yeah, Inferno Farms?
No. That they're a co-packer, but in La Hasca, like
Oh, in Peddler's Village.
Yes,
They
they're-
closed up?
yeah, because they did like this huge store with pickles and hot sauce. It was just their overhead must have been crazy. But we were making 24 cases at a pop. I mean, it was nice. It was a nice. Last year was a good year with them, and they made their own labels, but they closed their doors. So, but yeah, and it was. I think COVID was good in respect that people were like looking for, ways like they're eating like this food's bland. What can we do? And we actually did okay. Thank God it's over, mind you. But we held our own. It was
COVID was great.
Yeah, we don't need any context for that,
I
Kyle.
didn't mean to bring up. I don't know why I brought that up. It just
None.
No, you explained why you got to see the silver lining, John. You're an optimistic guy. Let's be real. That was good.
sorry. You don't know the ixnay on the
And
Omid Day.
we'll pass it
Trust
on.
me, you said way worse and got away with it.
Get rid of that.
So, when it comes to making your sauce, how long does it take to go from, all right, I want to try, like you said, like a pumpkin hot sauce beer kind of thing, to it actually being bottled and sold?
So the initial batch is very, very small. It's in my kitchen in a pot. We pare everything down, and like you make it, and it's like, there's failures, and like you hate wasting it. A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
So.
I feel like there's a lot of here. Try this.
Yeah.
No.
She's got to be.
She's got to look. She likes some spice, but yeah. I mean, once you hit it, you either hit it or you don't. Like out of the gate, like when we first tried to make our smoked poblano, we had people. Oh, it's too hot. So we tried to do like I tried bell pepper. And it just didn't work. It was just you need some heat, and then we basically came up. Our mildest is our smoked poblano, which. I can't really go any milder than that. For us, we need some heat. So there's been some failures, but you keep going at it. But you kind of know right away if it doesn't work. I actually tried there's a restaurant down in Manahawk and wanted us to do and I was excited about it, Hatch chili sauce, and made it and used our footprint, our salt, sugar, onions, garlic footprint. I was underwhelmed. Now, from what I understand, there are different heat levels. Like these Hatch chilies were mild, but we need with our recipe, we need some heat. It just didn't work. It wasn't bad, but it just it was a trial and error thing. And
Do you have like a dedicated like testing team, or is it like just like the cooks and you, and then
it's just my son is the guy. Like he came up with the recipe, and we basically don't change a lot. Like, the fruit sauces, we tend to have more sugar because it's trying to replicate like a marmalade or or a jam, if you would.
Yeah, that's the thing that I actually liked about one of yours. It's like you get that kind of thickness in it where it's like, oh, this isn't gonna pour out. Like I have like the like the Franks and Hanks and all those kind of hot sauces and stuff, and when you pour it, it's liquidy. You're pouring it, and
But, you know, but to one thing is like Tabasco, they strain off the liquid and they feed the mash to the pigs. Well, we don't. We use everything. Like we use the whole pepper. We like, but the things you learn, like over the course of time, like we were at Barnfire. We hadn't co-packed our white peach at that point, right? We were making smaller batches, and we're like, yeah, we're co-packing one of our sauces with them, and we're like, yeah, man, we'd love to co-pack it, but you know, taking all the skins off, man, that's too much work. He's like, well, why do you take the skins off? Bing! Like you're like, yeah, like when you blend them, like so that we leave this. But that's the great thing about like, you know, having friends like, you know, John and Austin from Barnfire. It's like we share ideas.
yeah,
And, you know, like Ron from Hell's Kitchen, just so many guys have helped us and just, you know, and we're friends, man. We don't hang out because we all have like day gigs and, you know, our lives. But man, we love one another, man. That's the great thing about this community. Look at that.
yeah. One more,
Last one.
last one.
I wrote down that one. That was a good one.
Yeah. That was
Ron,
really good.
what I like about Ron, he's like so chef driven. Like his flavors are just. You look at the bottle, like what the hell is that kind of collaboration? And then you taste, you're like, holy shit, that works.
And
that
he,
is
and
a
he performed on
goddamn
Broadway.
memory.
Like he was in
two
hair.
things I don't
No
like.
bullshit.
Coconut
Ron
curry.
was in hair.
His
Really?
Rock and Rock
He's-
coconut curry sauce.
He's like
I love
the
it.
I
Rock
think
and
he's
Rock.
almost like
Got
the
it right
Forrest
up in the
Gump of the
fridge.
hot sauce
He's
community,
best.
man. He's, you know, he's done everything.
Is that it? We're done with we.
Now it's time for your scorpion gumball.
I don't know about all that.
Dude, you won't.
Don't you look at me like that, Bob.
Tyler's gonna boof one.
I actually brought those for you. Actually, I mean,
not gonna
you were
eat
kind enough to give us all these sauces, so I was kind enough to give you a present back.
I don't
There
know
are
if
a few
kind is
sauces
the
in
word
there.
you should be saying.
That last one was a hammer.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dude, holy shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still going.
What's the last one?
23?
Yeah.
I don't have enough liquids.
Still going.
Yeah.
Don't say what it is.
Yeah, but
Yeah, don't say what it is. Just look at it.
Is it the 666? It's hard to see what it is, right? Does it begin with a D?
No.
Huh? What's the first letter? Let me go there.
That's it. We're,
The audio
hang
pad is
on.
fantastic because we just
Oh, we
hear.
can look at it now.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Which one was it?
All right, so we have them. They are. I guess we'll switch back to us.
Yes.
They are reconvening since everything was technically judged already. So now they are. They are going through it.
I have their mics turned down.
Yeah. They
Just because there's
are.
a lot of chatter going on over
There is a lot. I don't know if I can handle that.
I know.
It's,
Absolutely not.
This gumball is sweet and then insanely spicy. I don't like when they use
See-
the word insanely spicy.
I have places to be tomorrow, so I don't want to be like
right?
strapped in the restroom all day.
Can't like, yeah. That's scorpion gumballs from Scorpion Peppers. I don't know what scorpion peppers are.
I mean, the peach sauce.
No, that I could eat all day. That's fine.
It's so good. It's so good. And that's the thing. I'm genuinely excited to like go to the show.
Yeah.
Just to get the hot sauces.
Yeah,
Like
just to try it.
obviously buying this.
Yeah, that's a.
And I'm not even a big peach fan.
Yeah, that's.
And I love this one.
It was good. It was just not overly peachy, not overly anything. It's just. All right, boys, what's good? They are returning.
23.
We are.
On what?
No.
Where?
Everyone's checking out the spoils.
Yeah, we are going through.
It's 100% decimation.
It's not. No, because we got it right here.
No, decimation was 21.
No, 21.
There you go. That's it right there.
That's the boy.
That's the one.
See, that is the last one then.
All right.
So
we
is
are-
everyone's
Cayenne now.
switching back and forth with this.
I guess they are trying to find out which one obliterated their mouths.
I think so.
was that
I
the-
heard
was
the
that
term
the gist?
hammer.
Yeah.
Which I love the fact that a sauce can be a hammer now.
Yeah.
And I might have to start using that like
Anything's a hammer if you try hard enough. I know we say it a lot, but apparently hot sauces too. I don't know. We're doing new things here.
Yes. Trying new things out. Try to get them back on just to wrap things up.
So I believe we are now fully judged.
Yes.
Everything is
doing some.
Everything is done. They are just, I guess, going over what they found, their findings.
I guess deliberating.
Yeah, they're I don't
tallying
know,
the scores.
I guess tallying.
Better than when I used to judge or help with a talent show. When it would just be like, all right, who likes contestant number 1? Yay!
Do you do like the
number 2? Yay!
Buy a round of applause, but they don't even have a meter, so you just kind of wing it?
Oh, we used the UVs from our board, and we'd actually mark where it was on our channel.
So
to be like, okay, number 1 was good.
At least there's that.
Number 2, okay, but that person was too close to the mic, so
Let's maybe talk about.
we do that all the time.
How did you? Oh, I didn't want.
You good?
We're still.
You're
Yeah,
back
we're
in here.
yeah, we'll
we
bring
had
you-
we had you muted for a while.
Yeah, let's bring you guys back on to wrap up the show real quick.
All right, I had some questions for Anthony, but
Yeah, by all means,
yeah,
let's bring
yeah,
him in.
how did you get the name Hot Sauce King? Where did this come? What? Give me a background.
So
on your hot sauce.
I actually have a shirt that says Hot Sauce King. And when I did my last DEF CON wing challenge in New York City, I had that shirt on and I was pointing to the original owner of Hot Sauce Holsters and the crowd taping me. And I was going like this. So somebody snapped that photo.
Was that New York City Hot Sauce Festival?
New York City Hot Sauce Festival.
Oh, I went to that. I was there. I probably saw you there. They had a milk sponsor there. That was smart.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Yeah,
I was like,
that checks
fucking-
out.
That's some good marketing there.
Yeah.
That would have been definitely really good for you, the milk.
Yeah.
The milk department. Yeah.
Utterly wonderful.
A little bit of cream thrown in, you know.
Yeah.
A little something, something.
So anyway, with that picture, somebody snapped Bill Moore from Bill Moore's Hot and Spicy Reviews and Sebastian from Casa
Mermaid.
Madre Hot Sauce worked together, and they made a hot sauce for me with that picture on it, and it said Anthony Miranda Hot Sauce King Hot Sauce.
Oh, that's
So
so
it was
cool.
freaking
That's
cool.
cool.
It's just it just got sent to me right to my door. It was like a surprise. I had no clue where. Like I didn't even know. I had nothing. I was like, wow,
You're like,
really?
all right,
I was
I'll
like,
go with it.
okay, that's cool, you know, and it was
Right.
freaking awesome, and yeah, they did really well with sales on it, and but it was just cool to have my picture on there with the picture somebody snapped of it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's your
That's sick.
social media one where you're going like you're shooting a
Yes.
bow and arrow. That's
Yep.
a cool shot. Yeah,
Yep.
you're right. Yeah,
I was actually pointing to the original owner in the crowd. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. That wing
awesome.
challenge, that was pretty serious.
pretty wicked. Yeah,
Yeah, that was not a
I
joke.
just won it last year.
So you're like a
First time in 13 years.
you're like a competitive hot sauce, or
Yes. I do a lot of competitive challenges. I used to do a lot of home challenges. I stopped that from the
You just challenge yourself at your house.
the cramping, you know.
And you-
after 13 hours of cap cramps, Ed Curry kind of retired me. 73 grams of Carolina Reapers. So
Like a true champion, he's only in
yeah,
competition
that
with himself.
retired me for. I'm only retired for a few more years. I'm just taking a little step back for a little while.
Yeah.
But
How is your relationship with Ed? He's a nice guy.
that's okay. Yeah,
I've
that's a
talked
good
to him
dude.
a few times. He's super
Yeah, he's
smart,
a good dude. He takes real good care of me. He's
very kind guy,
yeah.
and he's cool. Like he just shares everything with
yeah.
everybody. He's no secrets and really cool.
He's cool.
He
He's
was-
got some vicious heat though.
Yeah. If anybody's watching and wants to learn about how like the super hot stuff came to be, he like literally learned how to cross pollinate and
Clone peppers and
yeah, he would say, well, this is a hybrid of this mom and dad pepper, and then this baby pepper is going to mix with this kid, and we're going to have a monster.
so he did with peppers what I forget who they were
Elon
made
Musk.
with broccoli and cauliflower and all them.
In a way, I guess. Yeah, that's a yeah.
They all came from cabbage.
Yeah. Oh, he did an episode of Dirty Jobs. Did you see that?
no, I didn't see that.
No, he was just telling me about it.
This past year, it was it came
Really?
out. Yeah, new episodes of Dirty Jobs too.
I did not know they were still active.
No, they started again.
Yeah, it came back on.
That makes
Still Mike Rowe hosting too.
Yeah.
And the place is called Pucker Butt, isn't it?
Pucker Butt
Yeah,
Pepper
Pucker
Company,
Butt. And it's cool because he kind of like,
that is a great name.
I mean, it's no secret. I mean, he's openly talked about it. He kind of dug himself out of a dark spot with the rush he got from the peppers. It kind of offset rushes from stuff that probably wasn't as good as peppers to have in your life. You know, so it's pretty cool. I'm sure it helps.
He eats pepper every day. It's super hot because they actually did research on it that it actually cures cancer.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
The best
Capsaicin
part
makes
of
cancer
waking
cells
up.
commit suicide.
Huh.
He's cool. Definitely like the godfather of all of this stuff, and he's not like oh I can eat the hut. He's not cocky about it at all. Like
No, he's not.
I'll be right back. We have 2 clear-cut winners in both the first 2 categories. I'm going to now do the Wicked Pissa. We have a multiple winner tonight.
Oh.
So it's exciting.
How similar were our? I'm just wondering like how close.
It's funny. There's the sauce that you thought was going to win from the Fenway Fire. Actually got second, and you guys had the exact same score, but it didn't win. Oh no! So, I'm tallying up right now. I'll know the Wicked Pizza.
We gotta wait 3 weeks until we
Yeah.
find that out.
Wow.
Jesus Christ!
Oh, so you're out in the dark on this as well?
Yeah, until we're not learning until day of, I guess. Right?
Oh,
Ah.
That's awesome. I love that. Like, I love the
It's got to
fact.
be the one. It's got to be the.
No, I showed you which one it was. It's not that one.
because it's red, right? You say it's red.
I gave you the
That's
cup.
not
I gave
red,
you the
John.
cup. It's not red. No.
That one ain't red.
No, you're saying the sauce was red when it was really hot.
The one that was
Yes.
hammered, yeah. Yes. And it
just
wasn't
like
like
the tail end of it.
crazy, super intensely.
22.
But it was,
So by
it was the hottest one there, yeah.
hammered, that is the insider
hottest
talk
one
for
in
just
that
the
box.
hottest.
That's a term in the hot sauce community, meaning one that's very up there in heat.
What's above hammer? Anvil?
bro.
Like what do we go?
That's a fuck bro, is what that's about.
Reaper squeezins, something like that.
Yeah. If you were to start your own hot sauce brand, what would be like? If you could design a hot sauce, what would you go for? Heat, flavor? Like what would be your ultimate hot sauce recipe?
Well, I actually make my own hot sauces, actually.
Okay. Yeah, I do. I
They're
ferment
pretty
them,
much like
but,
a buffalo sauce type
yeah.
of thing. So, yeah, I smoke peppers, use sweet cream and cayenne.
Okay. Well, I'm not the only one with cream. Okay, that makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So John had mentioned his, desert island sauce. Like, if you're trapped on a desert island, you can only have one hot sauce with you. What would it be for you guys?
Suicide. I'd have to kill myself because I need them all.
I was gonna say, like, is that a sauce name?
I heard him. I gotta be honest. Wait. I gotta be honest. Like,
I'm like, oh, that sounds good.
I gotta try that one.
Shoot me now. That wouldn't
Mine's a
work out too
tie.
well.
I don't do the desert island thing. I can't. I always do with the Mount Rushmore, like my four.
Okay, yeah. What
top
would
four.
yours be then?
Honestly, I like Year of the Dog by Lucky Dog Hot Sauce. John's Habanero Peach, one of the best.
Yeah, it's
but I'm
amazing.
looking at it more from like what I can incorporate it with recipes, like the heat factor. I kind of like to do things with them. So it would definitely be Year of the Dog by Lucky Dog. I like the Habanero Peach. The 516 truffle sauce, which was in the that bracket, the March Madness bracket, that Greenport did. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
Greenport 516 went right with Lucky Dog, right to the end. And I guess the third or the fourth would be, I don't know. That's a tough call. It's really hard.
There's so many. I mean, I like DEFCON a lot. Jersey Barnfire.
Oh,
His
Jersey
sauces are
Barnfire,
really
the
good.
bacon-
Jersey Barn, the
smoked
black
bacon
garlic
one.
bacon.
Yes,
Oh,
that's it.
man.
There you go, right there.
Black
that
garlic
thing
bacon and
Sounds so good.
So between the two of you,
Murder by Primo is like a hot marinara
That's a
sauce.
serious
Oh,
pre-
man,
yeah.
that sauce is amazing.
When
It's
Jersey
crazy.
Barnfire had that, they had that at Saucetoberfest, and I was like, smoked black garlic. I thought black garlic
That
was when
stuff
it went
is
bad.
insanely good.
I'm like, let me try it. And I was like,
Oh,
box that up.
Yeah.
Go. Well, we only have 3 left. Now you have none.
Now you have
left.
none.
I brought that to your guys' house.
yeah.
It was a garlicky, bacon, smoky.
Oh, that was
That's right.
delicious.
that was
yes.
one of you said you'd eat it with eggs.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I said I'd eat it with pretty much everything.
Yes, that sauce
Bathe
is
in
pretty
it.
So between the
crazy.
two of you,
Yeah.
which one do you think owns more hot sauces?
Him. No, because he's trying. There's a guy named Vic Cinco, right? And
I actually hold the third largest hot sauce collection in the world.
Oh, there are like that's a thing.
oh, there's a record. Vic Cinco has it,
The
right?
Klinko is number one. Yeah.
Clinko.
what is his number? Like thousands, hundreds? Like what do we?
9,887.
It's, all right.
This guy has put.
All
dude-
right.
He's just about to reach 10,000. I just crossed 3,000.
Holy.
He has like additions put on his house.
Just for
like
hot
he
sauce?
has a whole wing in his home now, and there's a table built around it. And whenever you think his shelves are as big as they could be, It's like his house grows another
It
foot.
looks like it does get higher.
Yeah. What the fuck, Willy Wonka shit is this?
Come from? Yeah.
I'm
Jesus.
picturing like ladder, like
Yeah.
old school library with the ladder that swings around.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's enough, Wonka. I won't interfere. Okay. Now
Yeah,
he-
that's insane.
How do you even pick one at that? But do you just like, this one today? You just reach and grab one? Like what?
I mean, I feel like it's more of a novelty at that point to have that many sauces to begin with, but you have to love it to start off that.
Oh,
way,
yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Like what?
We're gonna run off
So
in third place. You guys got to do one more taste, okay?
Shit.
one more taste? What happened with the? Why? Did we miss one?
We have a tie.
We have a tie.
The Wicked Pista for third place.
See, I told you it should have been 1 out of 10.
If it's that burnt,
All right.
We might have a problem now.
What?
it's probably the
There's
same
no more
sauce.
milk left for him.
Wow.
Shots fired.
I mean, he's down to his last shot.
He's down to his last little bit.
Oh, go make a hot sauce hat, you fucking trash man.
So I guess while he's loading up the
We have a
whatever
tie.
he's
That's-
doing.
That's good though. That shows.
What,
you know,
um,
that means good sauces out there.
So you said you have about 3,000.
Over 3,000.
Over 3,000. What, like when you're making something, do you like, oh, I know what I'm making. I need this specific one. Or
Pretty
do you
much.
have it like broken up by categories where you're just like, one of these will be fine for.
It depends. Some days I like to, I like extreme heat. It just depends on like what you're feeling that day. Like some days I just want to get ruined. Other days, and that's pretty much most of the time.
It's a great way to describe it.
Yeah,
Ruined.
yeah, really.
Like the endorphin rush is great.
Yeah, yeah.
Like sometimes I love getting ruined. Other times I don't want to get ruined. It all depends on.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you want that flavor too. I mean, like what goes good on eggs, what goes good on
Right.
steak, or So it's there's a toss up between it, but
Got you.
There's definitely sauces that you can, if you're there's sauces you've had so many times, you know the notes and the flavors, what
Yeah.
you could absolutely incorporate. It's not
What
like
you
trial
can
and
pair it
error
with,
at that
yeah.
point.
Yep.
It's kind of like I know I need this with it. Like when I marinated chicken, I know who's going to be having it with us. Like I know that heat level is for not for these people, but if
Yep.
it's me and Christy, she has a higher heat tolerance than most people I know. You have a
All
lot.
right.
You have a
I
very
need your
good heat
favorite.
tolerance.
That one or that one? Oh, no, you have to eat your first.
what are we doing? Sharing cups here?
No. You're going to try this. You say which one do you like better?
Yeah, just you first.
You.
Both of these are me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, you're okay. I see what happened. He tied.
I'm gonna pick one for third. You need like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music.
Yeah, like
Yeah. Yeah, we need I don't think we have
Yeah, it's
suspense
gonna, the only
music,
music we have is our
intro.
Our intro music.
That's too
here.
happy for this.
That's too bad. All right. You coming up?
I really don't think we have anything else.
The best who's wants to be a
We
millionaire
have-
is when that guy called his dad. And he's like, Dad, I don't need to ask
You know what?
the
Yeah, I'm for
question."
that. I'm for the SpongeBob theme. Let's
He calls
go.
his dad for his help, his lifeline. And he goes, he's like, Dad, I don't need your help for the question. He goes, I just wanted to call you and tell you I'm about to win $1 million.
Oh, I remember that one. Yeah.
Yes.
I was watching that like, oh my God.
Yeah, that was early on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was still Regis coasting,
Yeah, that was
right?
Regis.
All right, we got
All
my
right, we have
tiebreaker.
another one.
We may have a sweep.
Really?
A sweep.
A company sweep, you mean?
Yes. Hang upon your vote right now.
Wow.
Amazing.
You know, the music is really making it here.
It's really odd that it comes down to these two.
Now, keep the hands.
Where I can see them.
Keep 'em- Y'all allowed to use your eyes.
No, you eat sauce. You don't pour it in your eyes. That'd be very painful.
I mean, with this, it wouldn't really matter.
It
It'd probably
actually
be
improves
both.
your eyesight. You should try it sometime.
Is it?
What?
So
tie
that's a
again?
tie again?
Well, they each picked.
Oh, they each picked, and then you guys hit it up again.
Hey.
Wait,
So-
we didn't pick the same
Yeah.
one.
You want to? What, you want us to?
You know, celeb shots.
Celeb.
Celeb shots. Oh God.
Let's do it.
All right.
That just means we know our shit, man. That's it.
We got
We
a
both picked the same one?
Wow, that's
Two-time tie.
crazy.
That's wild. Of
You guys
43
get to
sauces for
Yeah.
that to happen? Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the crazy
That's
part. That's
impressive.
a lot of sauces that you went through,
And you
Wow.
still did.
and you ended up
perform
tying
the same.
twice.
Wow.
Huh.
I'm excited now. Yeah. All comes down
Good thing
to
I
this.
didn't eat the gum. I'd be like, yeah, don't count on me. I can't taste anything.
You guys have some. You got some weight on your shoulders, right?
Yeah, right.
know.
I wasn't prepared for this. I was
Right?
supposed to sit here, watch, and laugh.
Yeah. You're like,
Laugh at that, man.
Yeah, laugh at them.
They're like, yeah,
or
yeah,
more so
yeah.
Kyle.
Ah, he's got milk. Now I have to be like, yeah, real quick, could you just grab me like a glass of milk?
Get some ice cream, like something here.
I'm kidding. Maybe not for long. I don't know. I don't know what they picked, so I have.
Two different distinct flavors here.
Okay,
Okay.
Both very good.
both
Okay.
good.
So this is number one for you.
All right.
I believe that's sauce number one for you.
Okay.
All right.
I like the smell of that one.
Yeah.
A sweet, bro. We're that close. That was sauce number one, and then sauce number two is right there for you, plated in that fancy cup. That
That's good.
that's really good.
Yeah.
Yep, the ice
Take a quick sip. Let's see.
Oh boy. Okay. You're gonna say number one or number
Wow.
Really tough call, right?
That's really tough because they're different enough.
Yeah.
Because I really like both of them.
Yeah, they're both really good.
That's how we got here.
Yeah. I can see the dilemma now.
I will break the tie one way or the other because I tried them both and I know where I'm going.
We have to
All
break out that
Okay,
shartboard.
I have my answer.
I know where I'm at.
I'm gonna say number one.
I'm gonna break the tie. I'm going number two.
Number two.
Number two.
Congratulations, number two.
Number two.
It is a clean sweep
Really?
Oh
of
wow!
the
Of the brand.
Wicked Pissa of best hot sauce in Boston. Clean sweep.
So what did they get? One.
unbelievable.
What did they get? 1, 2, and 3, or
Yeah.
wow?
Clean sweep.
Do I know who they are?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, not personally. It's not one of our buddies, but amazing.
You good there, Bob?
Amazing.
I'm good.
That's great. It's worked.
I feel all the
This
spice.
worked.
It's here. How the hell did you guys try it that many of them? I got 2, and I'm like,
You guys split it
damn.
up. But the hiccups. What's that? You want to try?
You just
Those
did
two
sign
together.
language for milking a cow.
I want to do this.
I got nipples. You want to milk me?
Hey, John.
That is. That's still spicy. You know, I got the spice.
This was
So it's not on the tip of my tongue, which is like the normal where I would taste it.
Tell me all about it.
It's in the back of the roof of my mouth.
Sauce?
It
was caramel.
okay, now I know what sauce you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the one I said is better,
It's-
right?
Personal, you know what I'm saying?
It kind of-
yeah.
Lips and going down
I'm surprised
your
I didn't-
cheeks into the back
Rock
of
and
your
Ross
mouth.
didn't
Yeah.
make it.
Yeah, like I feel it like upper
Yep.
lip,
Yep.
and then I feel it in the back of my throat.
Jump over to that mic there.
Yeah, that way we could cut your. There you go.
There we go.
Special.
There, yeah, now you got the fancy mic.
Yeah. That was. I think that was a success for tasting. I mean, that could not have worked out better.
I don't know how the hell you tasted that many.
Yeah, that was. Oh my god.
You were all qualified. I mean, you all came to the same conclusion for so many.
Yeah, that's the crazy part that you guys got that close that many times.
Yeah. And I think for my judging when it came, excuse me, to these two sauces, as I have bad hiccups right now, the smell was incredible for both of them. I like the consistency a little bit better on one than I did on two.
See, I liked the flavor
Be
of
careful,
two.
Christy. That one of them is very
It's a hitter. Yep. We got an okay.
You look like a robot.
You're like me when you're in pain. You just
Like
giggle.
a robot. Did you see that?
She just
Like she went.
That was a reboot. Yeah, that was factory reset.
I have to go take my girlfriend to change her oil and feed her.
Quick, before she milks.
See, I liked.
The sweeter curry one.
Which one did you go with?
I know
Did he
which one
label
she
them
went
or?
with. The one that tasted more Middle Eastern-y.
Yeah.
Yeah, curry-ish.
Yeah.
And I know exactly, without even looking at what he did, I know exactly what sauce that is.
It was. I mean, it's good. It's still. I still got it. It's still here.
It's on the very tip of my tongue for me.
Oh, you have the tip?
Yeah.
I do not. Mine is all in the back of my
I'll
throat.
give you guys a. I don't want to go too far for it to like seem weird, but because I don't know how funny these people get with this stuff, but you guys have had that sauce before.
Real? Excuse me. Really?
Bob, are you okay?
All right,
yeah.
this episode of the Tabletop Trio is by Bob's GoFundMe because he threw up on the board.
Yeah. So how you had how many sauces did you try? It was
43.
43. He had 2.
I mean, I kind of do this, so
Yeah.
I grow. Don't
I had
don't
2.
forget.
I do not do this.
Bob knows the early days. I used to grow ghosts
yeah.
and reapers, and I'd make jams with them because I think the sweet. and
I know.
hot-
I have one of yours. I'm very low.
the jam.
No, the your hot sauce that you made that you left. I got like
Oh.
I got like a little
What-
tiny bit left.
Is there a gold mark on the lid, or is it a
No,
black
it was
lid?
just a clear white lid.
white lid.
I think it was a white lid. It might be a black lid.
Well, there's no gold on the lid, right? All right, so I have more of that. I'll hook you up with some before you.
That
go.
stuff is.
I have peppers right now that are fermenting. I put them in and did that batch on my nephew's first birthday, and he's going to be 4 this year, right? So he's
Oh,
gonna
wow.
be In January, I mean next January, but that'll be a 3-year ferment, which the furthest ferment they've ever done was like 2, maybe 2.5.
Okay.
But the brine isn't showing any kind of like over lacto fermentation. You're not getting out of that white film or any type of that layer that like you get almost like with kombucha.
Yeah.
It's just stable. So I'm like, I'm just gonna leave this go.
Yeah. Right.
That's awesome.
I might just leave it until he graduates high school,
Honestly.
and it could just be a Mass Jonestown thing for our whole family. Just-
On this, the day it could drive, it will be made into hot sauce.
It's old enough to drink itself.
Yeah.
It'll start talking.
Yes. My peppers, they have a degree in deliciousness.
Well, should we bring everyone back in,
Yeah, we'll do
wrap
like a
up the
recap.
show real
Yeah,
quick?
we'll do a recap.
And
All right. You got it. So
Yeah,
we
so
can,
we'll-
we can get back into
Fun, man. I was so nervous earlier. I'm like trying to fill it in.
all right, everybody, are you taking a quick break as well? Or you got it. So we'll chill here with a little bit. It's just me, you, and Kyle at the moment, unless he is also. I saw you. You were ready to go, and then you weren't.
Kyle's
and
like,
then
nope.
I had one of them hot sauces for you. So what that one?
oh, we'll get that later.
Here,
We're
jump
fine.
jump back up on that mic
Yep.
because our wireless ones are on the same channel. And
Oh no, that's
That's Speedy Gonzalez.
Musical chairs.
Yeah, that's wrong one. Close. Wrong.
tomato potato, you know. The heat is finally starting to dissipate, although I still have hiccups.
Wow, it hit you good, huh?
I just get hiccups really easily. Like that's just a thing that I have.
Here, I'll switch back with John now.
And my our studio audience studio audience, I've lost the ability to talk.
You really
apparently.
have.
I'm sorry to dump all that sauce on you, but
Just
You are.
yeah,
I'm in a way right now.
Yeah, you are. I thought like I'm not that good. Like I thought I was gonna have some issues. It's still spicy. Like
Oh, yeah.
I feel the hit.
But it wasn't one of those slices. That wasn't one of those sauces that was just like punch me in the face, like too hot.
Yeah.
The flavor was incredible.
Maybe because it's zero heat.
I can't
Absolutely
wait. I
incredible.
don't know how much I'm
So,
gonna come home with.
It's
that.
We, we got you live. We're good.
Oh, we're live. Okay, so I wanted to take 1 second before we wrap all this up and talk about like a little bit of what you guys are going to do for the Hot Sauce Festival. So they're going to set up almost like a yeah, like a recap, right? I'm telling John, right?
Well, we're here too, so you're telling
we're
telling the
we're
audience
still,
as well.
We're still going live. 'cause we
Yeah,
haven't- we haven't
So
shut
they're
down
going to
yet.
set up almost like the highlight reel. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna go back and talk about their favorite part, like what who they met and what sauces they tried, and kind of like a before, during, and after kind of thing. And I think
Hopefully, we'll
that's-
be coming back with some goodies,
Yeah.
some goodie bag lineups on the
course.
table because
Yeah.
we love it. We're
Some
gonna
props for our broadcast as well.
yes for the broadcast.
There'll be
that's
much
what-
swag courtesy of Topo Chico.
Oh.
Last year they had socks. They had like.
Oh,
you know,
really?
Oh yeah, can up. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that's awesome.
So, there'll be some Chico swag for you at least. You know.
Awesome.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah, but I think it'll be cool to see how you guys do it and how we're gonna have some guys doing stuff there. It's just gonna be good for everybody, and I think it's neat to get back into doing this after COVID kind of took away the festival.
Yeah.
I guess what would you call it? The market?
Atmosphere?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's cool. There's all small businesses, and that's
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Like we always say this on the show.
we always say hiccups on
Yes.
the show.
Every time.
There you
Like
go.
we started this podcast to just talk to people.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
learn about like what makes people do the thing they want to do. Like what are you passionate about? Share your passion with us. And doing this, like I love doing this kind of stuff. Like just like John talking with you about like White House Station sauces and like your process and all that kind of stuff. Like Kyle, having you come on and talk about cast iron and cooking and the hot sauces and all that kind of stuff. Like it's awesome. It's
Yeah.
awesome having everyone on just to be able to talk about things that we like and like what drives passion for whatever we want to do. So this is awesome to be able to do. And when we're there, we're going to try to talk to a bunch of the different vendors that are there and just even say, hey, what's the name of your company? Why do you do this? What do what's your favorite part about doing this? You know what I mean?
Yep, I think it's good. What that does is like remember the classic like after school drug specials when you were a kid. If it saved one kid, it worked. So if somebody listens and they don't have a path of where they're going and they get inspired by hearing a topic they knew nothing about,
Yeah.
something they may have been intimidated until they heard somebody that's actually wrapped up into it.
Oh, yeah.
Then you did your job. What greater joy can you have than that? Mm-hmm. So. I'm interested in trying a little bit of everything everybody's got, having another round of this while on foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing all that kind of stuff is just it's so cool to do it. I really can't wait to get down there, get up there, I guess,
Yeah.
north, for the show, and it's gonna be so much fun. So we want to thank you guys for coming on and doing this.
Thank you so much for doing this.
Thanks for the invite. Thanks.
Thank
Yeah, thank you.
And before we do, I want to go down the line, have you guys plug, different, businesses and all that kind of stuff. So John, we'll go with you first. White House Station Sauce Co. Where can we find it? Where can we get your sauces, socials, all that kind of thing?
Sure. Our website is njsauce.com. We do sell it in a few locations. We don't have a big footprint. White House, Bishops from White House, New Hope, Susie's Hot Sauce in New Hope.
Great spot.
Yeah, Glenn's great, man. If you haven't been there, you should go. It's a trip.
Jerry Garcia too.
Yeah, right. He is. And Basil Bandwagon, Clinton,
Here,
Flemington,
man.
Schaefer Farms, Flemington. I don't want to leave anybody out. John and Jones Road Stand in Piscataway. I'm sure I'm leaving some folks out, but we don't have that big of a footprint as far as physical sales. But we do what we can.
Awesome. And Bronson in the chat says Glenn is such a nice dude.
So
another awesome endorsement there.
great
too.
guy.
And Kyle, we know Cast Iron Kyle.
Yeah, I
what
don't
do you
know.
got coming up?
So we're gonna be doing the Boston Hot Sauce Festival. That's the 29th and 30th. And then the following weekend, I'm actually going to be at the opening weekend for West Windsor Farmers Market, which is they got third in the country for farmers markets based on diversity and different people. They got mushroom farmers. They got people selling poultry that I've never heard of, like different pheasants and all that, just everything. And twice a year they offer the opportunity for local small businesses that are not necessarily associated with farming, crafters, and just people that do different things come in and add to that diversity. So I had a really good time last year, and I was really hoping they were going to have me come back, and they are. So
That's awesome.
That'll be May 6th. That's the first weekend in May in West Windsor, right outside of Princeton, Alexander Road.
Tent for like a hot sauce guy?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Yeah. They're really cool, like how they kind of get a little bit of everything. Like we went and made a video. They have turkey and orchards with apple cider donuts. We bought the apple cider donuts. We went and bought pork belly, and then we bought curry pickled tomatoes, and we made sliders.
Oh man!
I mean, come on. Where could you do that all in one spot?
Right.
It's like Costco, gas, groceries, buy a new car if you want. It's just all right there. And cast iron Kyle.
Yeah, I don't know that giant sign in the back. I don't know if we saw it all episode.
Oh wait, you do stuff with you restore.
No, it's spelling. It's supposed to be Skittles. I like to make vodka with them.
Ah, yes. Hand restored and skittled. Got it.
Restored instead of doing it with my feet. Yeah, so.
Is that your other social?
Yeah.
Cast iron foot restored?
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's the foot seasoning. I got it.
Oh.
Ew. That's some only pans.
All right, I'll admit it. I tried to get that.
Talk to you about that.
OnlyFans?
No, OnlyFans. I had a.
Wait, why do you have to talk to him about do you have one?
No.
Hanging those holsters.
Let's just say no. Let's just say there's a woman in the community, the hot sauce community, who, she used to do hot sauce reviews, and then all of a sudden.
She has more content than you.
No names to be mentioned.
She's got
You know what I'm talking
hotter
about, right?
sauce.
Yeah, and there was explicit. I'm like,
Oh, I know who you mean too.
Yeah.
Nope.
Reviewed our sauces, yeah.
We're good. I know who you
And-
mean.
There's a link to her OnlyFans. I'm like, okay, I gotta step away because I'm not going down that road.
John's like, damn, we can't have that marketing.
I clicked on her Twitter,
Right?
and I was like, whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
it got.
She was a baby when she did
I
our
know.
sauces.
I'm sorry. This went to a bad. This went down to bad.
18, 19.
Yeah, right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, but she was a baby when she
I took the high road.
That's a tall baby.
Because it was I came to a fork in the road, right?
I know.
I could
I'm
either
doing
go
that.
south
Doing that for him.
or I took the high road. I stopped following her on Instagram because it just.
I do
Dude,
exactly.
there was a picture with blurred. What is that a thing? You guys have no idea what we're talking about, but it's just.
It's still entertaining.
Yeah,
but the
it's
people
great.
in the community are gonna love this conversation.
Yeah.
It's
God.
good. Yeah. So.
This is our BPB, right? Baby.
All right. That's too close.
Sorry.
Yeah, right. All right.
Anyway,
Too far.
And Anthony, social media, where can we learn more about the holsters and all that kind of stuff too?
You just hotsauceholsters.com. They're actually they're all on Instagram.
By the way, I'm gonna need to re-up. I'm almost out. So tell our friend. Huh?
I know a guy.
What, your holsters? What are you eating them? What do you mean you're almost out?
Yeah, we do it so what we try and do with the holsters at shows. We try and do a nice little you get a holster and a bottle of sauce for $25. We make a couple bucks, but we're helping. He's a great guy, man. He's a great guy in the community, and we try and throw him out there, make a couple bucks, but turn the product so he can. What I'm saying, everybody
Yeah,
wins.
it's a bundle,
So,
win-win.
I mean, handcrafted stuff nowadays is damn rare thing.
Yeah, and they're beautiful, man.
Oh, there's a lot of them.
Oh wow.
Oh shit.
Here,
he's-
could I? I'll put it up and we'll hit our big cam here.
It's like a wrestling belt.
I was gonna say.
So that's actually the bandolier. These are just extra ones I just clipped
Brett the Hitman Sharp.
There you go. So good.
The Undertaker.
A lot of these are
And in
great.
this corner, the Crusher.
Yeah.
That's a Bugs. Not too many people can get that reference.
Each time I won one of
Bugs.
these, I killed another man with hot
Sergeant
sauce.
Slaughter.
I made another man cry. And gave a third hiccups.
That's awesome.
They all attempted to kill me, so. I was gladly with that.
That's cool, man.
That is awesome. So,
Are they going to be
again,
in Boston? Are they going to come up? Or
Possibly.
That's awesome.
very cool.
that's great. So,
Hand painted, hand etched. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, goat one. That's cool. Goats are so badass.
That's angry. Good.
That's Angry Goat.
That's
He'll be there.
angry goats are so badass. What the hell is this one for? What is that for?
That's my actual wing sauce that I make.
Yeah.
That's a 12-ounce holster, wing sauce holster.
Ah, see, that could be in anything holster.
Jesus, that's a pit bull right there. That is not a joke. Look at that. Looks like a tree trunk, man. That's some good leather work. Shit, you got a log hanging there. That's just nice.
That's awesome.
but again, I wanted to thank you guys for working with us, having us here to do this with you guys. This has been
Thank you.
so awesome.
So much fun.
We cannot wait for Boston here at the end of
Yeah.
the month. Only a few more weeks,
Yeah.
and we'll have the announcement of the winners for all the awards and all that kind of stuff too. So
Yeah, we'll keep
So
you guys
I've already
updated.
committed to getting a keg of Sam Adams for Saturday night. Kyle's got something planned under the radar for Friday
They know.
night. But,
They know.
Oh, yeah,
we're
okay.
gonna have a
but,
filet mignon
I'm gonna,
party.
You know, I'm gonna get a keg of
I got
Sam's
3
and
full
we're gonna have
fillets.
some beers. You know, it's gonna be a good time.
3 full fillets. I'm
awesome.
gonna butcher them up and filet mignon steaks. Yeah.
it's gonna be a
Hey,
good
you're
time.
coming.
Yeah, you're coming.
Listen, you come up here, and, you know, guys can carpool. You know, that Philly's not far from Ewing.
We got 4 guys going in one car. We're already crammed down there.
Let's get a little trailer.
We'll put them in the roof. We bought one of them roof shell top things. like you're an immigrant, like stowing away.
Oh boy. Okay, here we go.
Well, on that note,
I didn't mean it in a bad way, but you see how they creatively get people. We're not going to dress them up like an armoire.
Yeah,
We're
it's
going to put them
fine.
in the fucking shell.
It's fine. You're going north, not south anyway.
There you go.
We put arm spots for him and his head out like he's a turtle on top of the.
Yeah. No one's breaking into Canada. It's fine.
You can collaborate with Ron Shell's kitchen. Oh, thanks for doing this, guys. An unbiased film crew, so that we didn't have any conflict of interest. This came out awesome. You guys showed up with more gear than I've ever seen in
Sorry.
this room. No, very good. When
Thanks for trying to break the tie, but you know what?
Failing miserably.
I had to do it. I
Yeah.
had to do it.
Hey, in the comments, if you're watching this video, tell us who your favorite hot sauce companies are, because there's so many wonderful small businesses that we may not know. Tell us who you think we should test. Who do you think we should like?
tag them, let us know, and we definitely got to check all of them out. 'Cause
We'll order them, and then we'll do a recipe, or we'll do a video taste testing them all together, and we'll keep rolling with the hot sauce community.
Hey, guys, take some hot sauce home. There's 50 bottles in there, and Kyle's can't fit them all.
Kyle's got
thank-
sauces to eat before he hits Boston now, right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys again. It was our pleasure.
Oh yeah.
You wanna play us out?
But for one final time, for everyone over on the big couch, for Joe, I'm Bob. Thanks you all so much for hanging out. Have a great night.